This may be an account of Mafarat's final days, and perhaps more.
What? No, sorry, the other one. Who? Grey Wardens were once known for the Griffin mounts on which they flew into battle. The Griffin numbers waned after the last blight. Hold up, how do I get a Griffin mount? Why did this game drop me into the least interesting part of this place's history? Do you ever wonder about that, Samantha, when you're like reading a book in a fantasy world or playing a game in a fantasy world and they're like, but this was long after the days of magic when sorcerers wandered the land shaping the very mountains and everything has become a lot more quiet since then. And you're like, you could have set the story then, though. Why am I not playing a game set then? Alistair's mother was a scullery maid. How is he better? Alistair doesn't know the first thing about being king. Maybe Alistair should marry Honora. Maybe Alistair should marry Honora.
Are you serious?
Oh, I forgot you were in the room.
No. I don't even...
I have found no evidence of Maleficarum in the alienage. However, there is something else. This place, it's scarred like me. When I came here, I immediately could feel an air of hopelessness, despair. But over time, I felt the wrongness runs far deeper than that.
I think you're magically sensing racism. There's just something about being in this horrible, horrible quarter of the city, which they confine the elves that they used to enslave to. There's something, I can't quite put my finger on it, but something feels off. It's like people aren't happy here. Sense of wrongness. It's better than Google Maps. Google Maps has never told me what emotions I'll feel when I go a place.
As the arbiter of this dispute, what is your decision? Who will lead for Elves?
We started with a vote. The vote became a fight. The fight was a bit too rowdy, so it became a duel. I won the duel, so I get to decide who's king. This is politics in medieval times. Morgan's back there like,
better get going.
So this is
For
civilization.
Elben is depending on us.
This is shit. Really?
The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn. But should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough.
See, we know this little twist
The
of the
essence
wrist
of
thing.
the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the Archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead.
Okay, so if a Grey Warden slays it, the same thing happens, it sounds like. How is that better? Also, how is this not FF10?
Convince Alistair to lay with me here tonight. And from this ritual, a child shall be conceived within me. The child
You've been
will
tracking
bear
your
the
cycles?
taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish.
We've had Alistair break up with us. We can now try and send Alistair to bed with Morrigan because they've gotten along so well over the course of the game. I feel like that's actually the big sticking point with this plan, is Alistair sleeping with Morrigan. Not the fertilized embryo absorbing the fucking soul of a dragon. It's getting Alistair to fuck Morrigan that seems really difficult and immoral with this plan.
Kill those godless bastards!
Good.
We're counting on you, Warden!
Cool. Are you gonna talk too? I asked just because you seem to be standing ahead of everyone. You took your helmet off to look more like an individual. You don't have your weapon out. You just say it. Just say it. You're gonna make me walk by first, aren't you? And yell right in my ear.
Make her watch over you!
Nope, you mean actual force field. Yeah, I didn't buy this, and I can't remember why. I think it was because at the time I had Morgan with me, so I was like, oh, Morgan will have all this stuff. By the way, I don't know if I ever bought it on Morgan either. I just sort of filed that away and forgot it. You got this. You fucking got this. I've never believed in anyone as much as I've believed in you, Win. Here's what you do. Hang on. Boom. Oh. I feel punished for believing. And that's just bad game design. Stand up. Stand up. Are you casting that spell or not? Stand up. Stand up. We all see it says revival beside her name, right? You should probably just be using good arrows now that I think about it, Liliana. We have a lot of them. No, we don't. I put them in storage. I've done everything wrong. I've done literally everything wrong. At various points in this game, I've done everything wrong. For 5 minutes, I've done everything wrong. For most of an hour, I've done everything wrong. But unbrokenly, I have done every single thing wrong from the start of the stream yesterday to now. What's happening? What's happening? You motherfucker! This is the end of the game! I made you the king! This is my... Oh, wait. Whoever gets the final blow actually absorbs the spirit and dies. Let's wait and see what happens.
Wait. I should be the one to kill it.
You put your sword through its head not 10 seconds ago. How are you not the one that killed it? Do they keep their brains in their right leg? What are we still talking for? This inspired mages from other parts of Thedas to establish a new circle of magi, and Orzammar herself, I guess her story is world-changing. One that had ready access to Dwarven lyrium, and lies outside the Chantry's power completely. This is such a bad idea! The willingness of Orzammar to harbor apostates sparked outrage that began whispers that the Divine was contemplating a new exalted march. We fucked up the world forever. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the Anvil's remains. It gets worse. At every screen, it gets worse. I keep thinking, oh, that's everybody fucked now. That's another civilization on its path to ruin. And it keeps getting worse. A new golem was created, bound with a spirit taken from the Fade. Okay, so they didn't have to kill anyone, but the Fade's where demons come from, so... The golem immediately went insane. Motherfucker! I hate this!